Alright. Libra. Ooh, they have a pretty big spiral arm here. Okay, something I can do right now? Let's see if I can have peace with you guys. Yeah, they like it now. How about you, Blue? Blue still doesn't like it. We're gonna have problems with you, Blue. More luxury resources. I can now colonize barren planets. Pretty cool. And this is more... The orange automatons love me now because I'm at peace with them. Now for research. What I usually do next is I'll go for this building. Actually, wait. That's right, because this one is heavily based on the moon, so I've been doing this lately first. I get that. That allows me to really bulk up some teeny planets, and then I'll get this one. That allows me to survey the moons, and there can be some neat stuff on the moons sometimes. Neat system boosting stuff, so it's good to have. You there, you're going to keep exploring. Aha! One of my colony ships is done. So, it's going to go to Gaikon. Gaikon? Let's go with Gaikon. More hero levels. You'll be going to this screen a lot. Extra movement on fleet. Considering pirates are in the game, that's going to be very handy. Pirates will kind of spawn on unpopulated systems too, so you have to watch that a little bit. As you can see, this planet has the Rings of Urla. That's a good one I might want to take over later on because, boom. Good system for building ships, but again, all these asteroids, they don't give much industry. They're not going to be that good for it. Let's check out what's going on there. It's probably going to be another colony, so it'll have a bubble, and then I'll be stuck in this arm forever. Forever! Or at least until I get the open borders treaties going. Ooh. You're having a good time there. There we go. Gaikon is going to get colonized. I'm going to go for the mineral-rich tundra because that's the obvious choice. Look at all the production. I'm going to go for food on you instead because you've already got tons of production. Oh, there's no bubble there, so I'm not stuck yet. Cool beans. Okay, so I've got another colony ship on the way yet. And then I can colonize all these barren planets in here. Pretty great. That's a lot of barren planets. Ah, but first. This icon here, as you'll notice, it adds +1 trade routes cap on SAR system. Good to have because my hero's in here. You won't want to do that on all of your systems because there will be a limit to how many other systems you know about from other empires. There will also be a limit to how many of them are actually at peace with you. And it just makes sense to bundle everything with your highest bonus systems anyway, which seems to happen on its own. But it's good to keep an eye on it just in case. Now this does have a bubble. As you can see, it won't let me go back to their home system, but I can exit for the time being. Also, I will not be able to colonize Viacheros, because it's in the bubble. Maybe I'll demonstrate that later by sending a ship out, but then again, I think you guys take my word for it. You cannot colonize it because it's in their bubble. Only they will. So I get a new hero. He's pretty good for the combat. Adventurers are a little bit interesting. They have a bunch of random little skills they can get. They can make your systems happier. They can do some combat stuff. Like, the thing I like them for personally is you can have them parked in orbit around an ally system or an enemy system, and they'll leak dust and science from them. It's pretty great. Usually the Terran's the best choice, but the EM radiation's kinda eh. So we're gonna go for the rich soil arid. It's already got the food boost built into it, so we're just gonna do the usual to start out with, building wise. There's those pirates from before, I think that's the same fleet. Alright, got my lava planet. Gonna make them happy, gonna increase the influence bubble, gonna make more food. And then we're gonna colonize the Baron. I'll get that in a little bit. Actually, I should probably prioritize that, so let's get rid of all that. You can click and drag stuff, but sometimes that's a bit stubborn, so I'm just gonna do it that way. Okay, you are going to look around Orange's lands. Learn their systems, learn their ways, get more trade routes. Uh-oh. Bad timing there. This'll just turn into a colony, so I am locked out. Let's check with Blue. They have a couple ways in. Can I have peace with them yet? No, they still hate me. I'm going to go to Blue anyway, because if I explore there, I can still see where their systems are. So, regardless of whether or not they like me or not, if they like me, I get the trade routes, which is good. But if they don't like me, it's still good. Because later on you get a tech where you can ignore all the wormholes and cosmic strings entirely and just fly to a system. Within a certain range of distance, of course. Like Ranas, I can use that as a potential staging point to hop over to their spiral arm, which is going to be like all up in here. Nice way to sneak in, especially since they will be cramming all their fleets at choke points like I'm going to do right now. He's going to be crammed there, he's going to sit there, and it's going to be great. Let's see what's going on here. I'm going to increase your influence bubble too. Can't go too crazy with that. Don't do that deep inside your empire where it's not next to anything else, because it will cost dust to maintain. And then I think I'm going to colonize this medium barren planet here. Oops, forgot to give you something to do there. Right, what can I do here? Oh, you're already colonized up. Let's go for it. Oh wait, Blue Cat Mole, that's a happiness thing. Let's go for that. There, got my food. Next turn's gonna be... It's gonna be this. It gives me colonial rights, but you'll notice it not only makes them happy, it's that when they're really happy, they're ecstatic, they love the crap out of you. You'll also get FIDS bonuses. So that's a very good thing to get early. Things are going just dandy in here. No moon, so building this would be pointless for the time being. Yeah, Leo's in the back of the Empire, so I'm not going to worry about building this at all. But I am going to start colonizing these Arctic planets. Arctic planets are not good to colonize right from the get-go because you'll notice they have very little food and industry. But they are good for science, so if you have other stuff, it is good to go for those. Same with desert planets, as you'll notice again, very little food or science, but lots of dust. But you need, food industry. You kind of need food and industry to build the system, so it's good to do something else, even if it's not the greatest thing in the world, just to get something rolling. Now later on when you have a ton of money, that's less of a big deal, obviously, because you can just buy the food and industry improvements and you're good to go. But until then, ooh, see, do ya? I can fly to ships that are systems inside the bubble, but I won't be able to enter the bubble again. Not until I get open borders or go to war with them, which is, the latter is probably the more likely thing at this rate. Gonna keep building science and happiness and all sorts of fun rainbow goodness. I think I'm gonna buy the approval improvement on a couple things here. Because overall, like, this will give you a boost in the end too in production if the whole empire is happy. You can click these here to see exactly what you're getting. Lots of stuff. That tells you what effects you still have left on your empire from the exploration. As you can see, I still have 10% science, so that's pretty good. Trade routes. You can get this from the system menus as well. Some pretty handy stuff. As you can see, nothing from the automatons because I'm at Cold War. But these two, the orange automatons and Harmony, I'm getting some nice goodies. And there is some stuff like, depends on how far away the system is, you get a certain amount of bonus for just based on the distance alone. I'm gonna keep colonizing here. Now let's see what's going on at Nerod. Ah yeah. Science building time. I'm gonna give you the food improvement though. You're gonna need that. And lots of good stuff going on. Oh, what'd I find? Ah, they don't have much of this arm colonized either. But that's good, that means I can explore a good chunk of it, which will give me good intel for later on, when I eventually blow them up. Life is going well in my little empire. My Sophon race, going great. Now here's a moon survey. You click on the planet to do it. It'll tell me if there's anything good on that moon. More hero levels. This is a nice one, 20% science. Gonna go for that. So now I have a nice boost, look at that. Actually, that one hasn't kicked in yet, but I have the one from before. The flat bonus of 15. Life is still going well, almost have the colonial rights building. And boom, I have it. Gonna set to work on you. And then, oh look, you have a moon. Goody goody. And my scout is still alive. He's not gonna be able to leave this alive, so I'll probably just scrap him when he's done exploring. But that's okay, I've seen a good chunk of his land, and of the Harmony's land, but not so much of Orange's land. So once I get open borders with either one of those, I'll start sending him out again. Let's see here. This will allow me to ask for open borders, so I'm going to do that next. And then let's think. Ooh, this is a good building for starting out. Gives you a little bit of everything. Gonna go for antimatter because antimatter's cool. And then the next tier science building, and I'll get that in there as well, because that's a special Sophon thing. The texts that are orange like that, that means it's a race-specific thing. There's a lot of race-specific things that each race has, and this is one of them. There's a convert all industry to science building improvement, and well, it's not so much improvement in traditional sense. You don't so much build it, you just set it so it's like, hey, turn industry into science. This increases that from 33% industry to science to 50%. Pretty cool. Very handy, especially later in the game when I'm not working on infrastructure or fleets so much. Usually I do more with fleets, but nothing's really going on. It's a very quiet game. Once I'm done colonizing all this stuff in here, though, I will start using this as a fleet production system. Same with Nerod. And actually, Leo will probably get there sooner because of how much more of it's colonized. Because I need to have some fleet production going on just in case there is a war. Leo, speaking of, is doing well. Gonna build that. There's nothing on the moon. You can tell that by the blue aura there, which you can barely make out against the Arctic atmosphere, but that's okay. If there's something on the moon, it'll have an orange aura, and when you click here, it'll have something neat to say here instead of empty moon. Now, these two buildings are based on planets that have explored moons around them, so this is good to start out with. That gives me more food. And this will give me more dust eventually, once there's more people on there. Right now, it's not really worth it, but I'm sure that planet will grow pretty quickly, so it's okay. And I'm just gonna let you suicide against these guys. You've got a hero in their fleet too, look at that. And boom goes a scout. Fare thee well, scout. Something I'm going to start doing now, though, I think. I'm going to start buying some more colony ships. Wait, that's not the colony ship. These are the colony ship. Need just two more to complete my spiral arm. 3 more to complete my spiral arm. And that's definitely something I would like to do, so... Gonna add you to the levels. It's pretty good. Now I've got all these ships here. Then I'm going to try to expand to the center a little bit. Gonna go to Ranas. Gonna click you. To separate into individual fleets, just click a ship, then click create. And you are going to go to Ziu, and then you are going to go to Ruckbat. Life is good for this little hero. That's an amoeba, by the way. Gonna pretty much follow the same path I'm following with this lady with you thing. Okay, what's going on here? Nerod. Oh, you need the happiness building stat. And then gonna colonize you, I guess.